There's been an awakening. Hi, my name is Matt Hale and welcome to Hale Reviews, where I give you my opinion on movies and stuff. Today I bring you the review of Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I am so giddy. There's a lot of hype leading up to this movie, so there's a lot to say, but I'm not going to say it all. I just want to start off by informing that I am not going to be having any spoilers. I don't want to ruin it for anyone, even though that I am almost a month out from this movie coming out. I'm still going to review it, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut because for those that haven't seen it, what's wrong with you? So I should probably start with what I thought of it. I loved it. I loved it. As news poured in about the buyout of Lucasfilm, spin-off movies, new trilogy, JJ at the helm, as that news started pouring in, I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, Star Wars The Force Awakens would be the biggest movie of all time. Now that the movie has come and now it's here, do I still agree with that? Yeah. Do I think it's the best movie of all time? No. It may not be the best movie ever, but it is epic. Among the things that I loved about this movie, my favorite was the list of new characters. Between Rey and Finn and Poe, it was a great introduction to a new lineage of Star Wars, and I think it offered something different. Some are saying that it's a ripoff of A New Hope, but we've got a stormtrooper, a pilot, and somebody else. More importantly, the best part of this story is the dynamic between Rey and Finn. It had a lot of care and a lot of love put into that storyline while still being incredibly mysterious. Of the characters that stood out to me the most, Finn was my favorite. A lot of people would disagree with me. I love the idea of a stormtrooper just turning around and making things right in the world, in the universe, in the universe, where the stars are. And there's wars happening. Anyways, I just think John Boyega really stood out, but don't forget Daisy Ridley, because for being this her first movie, she really stands out and does an incredible job being a powerful female role. You know what else I loved? Han Solo playing Harrison Ford. You heard me right. As the years have passed, Han has grown to have quite a soft heart. Maybe it's the age of Harrison Ford and his oldness. But don't you worry, Star Wars maniacs, Han Solo is still as bad as ever. Whether you thought he was gonna be the old grumpy Harrison Ford, maybe Indy, either way, having Han Solo back into this universe was pristine and done so well and gave a lot of attention while not taking too much attention off the new characters. They did an incredible job introducing us back into the world of Star Wars and starting us on a new canon that I think is really going to be exciting. And probably the thing that stands out most to me about this movie is that it is introducing millions upon millions of younglings into the Star Wars universe to experience it for the first time and be able to see it from here on out. Star Wars in a way has been reborn, and it is going to be in our culture for a long time. And let's just say a few things about JJ. JJ is one of those guys that if he were to sneeze, I would say that snot is gold. He landed some really beautiful performances from his cast, brilliant scenes of actions and thrill, and he managed to contain it all with simplicity while there being a lot of hype around this. I won't say he hit gold, but there's nothing wrong with silver. As much as I love The Force Awakens, it does not come close to my #1 Star Wars movie, but it beats out about 4 of them. You know what I'm talking about. Of the things that I did not like about the movie were the things that fell out. As I watched this movie, I felt like I was watching the cutting room happen. It seemed like some characters were missed from pivotal moments. It feels like the cutting room is just piled everywhere and they need to vacuum it all up to put it back together. For instance, when you see Captain Phasma, you're kind of confused about where she is and why she is and who she is, and there she is sometimes. And it left me a little disappointed because as much as there was in the movie, I was still craving more to see. I feel like I could see a lot cut from this movie, and that was a little bit hard to take. And now let's talk about the dark side. Oh, about the dark side. Now, I've heard from all you Star Wars fans you really loved Kylo Ren, but let me tell you something what I think of Kylo Ren. I think he's a really whiny brat with daddy issues. Perhaps among the things that I really didn't like about this movie, I was not feeling Kylo Ren, especially without his helmet. It just feels like a guy who's got a frog stuck in his throat is just speaking through this little animatronic sound thing. There were moments of sheer terror. Where he starts in the film and where he ends in the film is awesome. The little moments in between, he just seems like a really spoiled brat who really doesn't get his way as often as he would like. I want to see less whining, more force pushing the crap out of people. Dark side. So with that said, my final impressions of this movie are, watch it again. I promise you, you will look at a different perspective when you see it for the second time. When you take a step back from the hype and you just enjoy it as pure cinema, when you put your eyes on that screen and watch this thing happen, it is really delightful, and I think they did a really good job with a very, very large demand for it. It's no Empire, but that's totally fine with me. I think we can look forward to the future as we look into the Star Wars saga. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, if you like all the videos that I've done, please leave a comment down below to let me know how I'm doing. Should I keep doing this? Should I? Anyways, I appreciate you watching. Look forward to doing another one, and I will see you guys in the next review.